Hello, dear ones. So, how have you all been doing? I hope everyone has been fine. Okay, so this afternoon we have our welder people, and I want us to revise all the topics we've treated so far. Okay, and to start with, let's read out our objectives for this lesson. So, by the end of the lesson, you will be able to recall the topic's thoughts and also answer some questions on topics taught. Okay, so this is telling you to pay attention. Okay, listen. So to start with, we started with the nature of God. That was our first topic, and under the nature of God, we spoke about who God is and some of the names we people give to God and the things God created. So let's discuss them step by step. So who is God? We we learned that God is the creator of the world. He created everything in the world. Okay, although he gave human beings the idea to be able to create other things to as well. Yes, so God is the creator of the world. And people give him names, okay? People from different tribes or religions, they also give him names. So we have people from the airways, they call God Mau. People from Dagumba, they call God Nauni. And people also from, the Akans, they also call God Oyankopon. And the Christians call God God. The Muslims call God Allah. And the African traditional religion, it is the traditionalists, they also call God Twediampo Kwame, Onyankopon, or Obade. Okay, so these are the different names that people call God. Then we have things God also created, and we said the things God created are called natural things. Okay, they are natural things because they were all created by God. And the things that God gave human beings the ideas or the ability to create are called artificial things. So what are those natural things that God created? He created the skies, created the clouds, human beings, the plants, the water. You remember all those that we mentioned? Yes. And all those are natural things. And the artificial things that human beings created, like what we are using to teach right now, laptop is an artificial thing. Okay, so you can go ahead and give more examples of that. The cup you drink water from, the chair you sit on, the table, they are all artificial things. Okay, and that was what we spoke of under the nature of God. Then from there, how God created the world as a story. Christians have their beliefs. Muslims have their beliefs, and the African traditional religion also have their beliefs concerning the creation story. So our first discussion was on the creation story according to Christians. So there we learned that God created the world using 6 days, and on the seventh day he rested. And so day one, God created heaven and the earth. He also created day and night. Yes, we discussed all that. So we are just revising. And then day two, God created the sky. And we learned that the sky can also be called firmament. And day three, God created the land, he created the sea and the plants. Okay. And day four, God created the sun, moon, and stars. Day 5, God created the birds in the sky and sea animals. So all the animals you see in the sea, the whale, the fishes, dolphin, all those animals, they are all sea animals. God created them all. Day 6, God created land animals and human beings. And on the 7th day, which is day 7, God rested. Okay. So that was the creation story according to Christians. And from there, we spoke of the creation story according to Islam. Okay. There we also learned that Allah used 6 days to create the world. He created the world step by step. And those steps are: step 1, Allah used us to create humankind. Step 2, the dust grew into sperm drop. Okay. And the next step was the sperm drop again grew into a clot of blood. Okay. And I showed you a picture of how a clot of blood looks like. I hope you remember. Then the clot grew into a child. The clot of blood grew into a child. The child grew into an adult. And the adult grew into an old man. So this is the creation story according to Islam. Yes, they are all there. You have them in your notes. You can go there and read. Go and read them, okay? Then after that, we spoke of the creation story according to traditional legend. And we said that the traditionalists also believe that the supreme being, or the Obade, also created the world step by step. And the steps are: step 1, the sky and the luminary. So they believe that the supreme being created the sky and the luminaries. We said that the luminaries are the sun, those objects that gives light. I'll go ahead and give examples of that. Then step 2, he created the earth. Step 3, he created the plants and the rivers. Step 4, he created animals. Then he created, step 5, he created human beings. Then step 6, he created spirits. And there we said that no one can see a spirit. Spirit cannot be seen, okay? Yes, you can't describe them. You can't identify them just because they can't be seen. Yes, and the last step, he created death. And so the traditionalists believe that the supreme being created death, which is the end of the lives of human beings on earth. So when someone dies, it means that is the end of the person's life on earth, okay? The person can no longer be seen, okay? Yes, so that is the end of the person's life on earth. So that was what we discussed under the creation story according to traditional religion. Then also we spoke of the attributes, okay, where we said attributes are special names given to God. We learned that people give special names to God because of the things that God does for us all. Okay, so you want to appreciate God by saying good things to him, and thereby also making God know that you appreciate what he's done. Okay, so we give God these names. What are those names? And for our level, attributes such as God is merciful, God is kind, God is good, God is excellent. For our level, okay, that was what we learned. So all these are attributes of God. Don't forget, attributes are the special names that we give to God. And so why do we give these special names to God? We give these special names to God because of the wonderful things that he does. It gives you food to eat. It makes you well when you are sick. All those are wonderful things. When daddy and mommy needs money, you provide for them and they are happy. They begin to tell God, God, you are good. God, you are kind. God, you are this. God, you are that. So those are attributes. Yes, they are seen as attributes. Okay. Yes. And in attributes, it tells you how God is, his personality. He does good things. Okay. Yes. So that was what we discussed. Okay. Then from there, we discussed myself. Yes, our next topic was myself. And we said that as a child, there are things that you should know about yourself. Okay. What are those things? Your age, your age, your age, your name, and where you come from, the food you like best. All those are attributes. All those are things you should know about yourself. Sorry. Yeah, things you should know about yourself. Okay. And from there, we spoke of recognizing individual characteristics as the basis of your uniqueness. So as a person, you should know that we are all not the same. Okay. Talking about your physical appearance. And somebody is fat, somebody too might be slim. Okay. Somebody might have disabilities. Some too might be able. Okay. We have able people. When somebody has disabilities, maybe the person has only one hand or one leg and all that. Yes, maybe eye problems and all that. Those are disabilities and they are physical appearance. Physical appearance are the things you can see from the outside of the person, okay, not the inside. Physical things you can see. Yes, then we spoke of your likes and dislikes. Yes, there are things that you would like, there are things you wouldn't like. Okay, so the things you like are the things you enjoy doing most. And the things you don't like, you don't do them at all. Yes. Then we spoke of your strength and your weaknesses. Okay. Yes, the strength, things you are good at becomes your strength. And things you are not good at all, they are your weaknesses. Okay. Then your talent, what you are good at doing. Okay. So you can sing, you can dance, you can draw, they are all your talent. Then how to be unique. Say good things to yourself. Find things you are good at. Build a good character. Okay. Then we spoke of the importance of knowing yourself. And knowing yourself helps you to have confidence and know what you are good at, know what you are weak at. Have positive attitudes. I told you then that positive attitudes are attitudes that are accepted. Okay, you are praised when you do those or when you portray those good attitudes. Then you have when you know yourself, you're able to take the right decision. Yes, those are what we discussed. And I want to believe that all this is clear. So go to your dashboard, take the notes, and then read.